So welcome to day 3, guys. I just asked, like, what else would you be doing? I mean, it's Friday in South Africa. It's nighttime. We're going into like it's 6 p.m. here. By some of you, it's morning, and I've asked you, what else would you be doing if you did not show up live? So I'm seeing that some saying they will watch movies, some saying they will sleep, some say they will eat pizza, some will actually work, and someone said, Refilwe said they're not making money. They would be not making money. Okay, so that's a good answer. So I want you to realize that you need to pat yourself on the back here for sticking through. Who's been sticking through day 1, 2, and now on here? Put me in the comments if that's you. Who's been doing day 1, 2, and 3? Even if you did the replay, if you watched day 1 replay, day 2 replay, oh, look at all those me's. Yay! Well done. Well done. That tells me something about you, right? We actually just had a discussion before we opened up the room because we were talking about how you can see the difference between people that are really ready to change their life, right? People that are really, and I'm not saying that it's a wrong or a bad thing, so don't get me wrong, but sometimes people, we all choose what we want, right? And when I spoke about browsers and buyers, you're just at that point in your time where the tide is changing. It's changing into the better. It's time to move into a new direction. So I want to salute you for being here on a Friday, taking time out of your day, out of eating pizza, out of watching movie that's not going to make you money, that's not going to change your life, that's only going to keep you a little bit occupied for a few moments, okay? And then you have to squeeze back to reality, where now we're actually changing your reality, right? Okay, hey Stafford, I see Stafford's on here. Welcome, Stafford. Yes, I've got you all. I can see you all. Okay, so I just want someone to share. I want you to share a little bit with me because today's session is about Canva. Okay, who's excited about the Canva? Yes, Canva. It's for me. It's not a typically very exciting session because I love to talk and I can't talk a lot in Canva. I just need to show you what I do. So it's really very simple. Okay, and I've got a little gift that I'm going to give you today. So the Canva session is not going to be hours and hours. So thankful for that. I'm sure you are because you can literally just click pause and play, pause and play. Okay. So I do have some time. So I want to ask, just put your hand up either physically or raise hand bottom at the bar. I just want to know. I'm sure there's some things that clicked for you over the last 2 days. Maybe it's just the possibility that all of a sudden clicked for you, like, oh my goodness, I now can start believing that I actually have the power of changing my future. Anna, I'm going to ask you.
Lizelle, the more I listened to you the last 2 days, and I realized this afternoon, I've been working on Canva the last few years already because I do online teaching, but it's not about that. It is the realization that the more I listen to you, the more confidence is climbing through, pushing through, and plans in my head is settling. So it's not a deur mekaar spul no more. It's getting shape.
Getting some clarity
So
now. You're getting some
that's
direction
it.
now.
Yes. Thank
Awesome.
you so much for that one.
Awesome. Well done. Thank you so much for sharing, Anna. I saw Granny on here. Put your hand up. If you're here, you can just unmute or just click on raise hand at the bottom there. Just a raise hand, there's like a button, you just click on it and then you will actually come in front there and we can see. Okay, so Larushka, Zanelle, if I'm missing anyone, please let me know.
Maud, sorry.
Maud.
Sorry.
Maud. Hi, Maud. You can unmute.
That's that. Hello and almal. Hi to everybody. Yes, I think what I've realized in these last couple of days is that I was more afraid of just taking the next step. And it's given me the confidence with all the ideas that's running. I now feel I should have done this long ago.
Ooh,
and I now feel that
powerful.
a lot of people raise the question about what is the cost, and they don't have the money and everything that goes with it. But I've also realized that if you just take the first step, it gives you ground to win, and it will make you comfortable with taking the next step. So I've realized that if you just take the small first step, you get confidence to do the next and the next and the next.
Absolutely. That is so powerful, Maud, because we actually just had a similar discussion before we opened as well on how just as you take your step, the confidence grows because standing still, doing nothing, like you don't have to buy anything today, guys. You know that, right? You just have to take that first step in applying the skills that you've learned, and things will already start changing for you, right? It's just how it works. That is faith in action. It doesn't work the other way around. Sitting still, not doing anything will really not change your future. And I'm speaking from experience, okay? Like you heard my story. I was 3 years stuck in a rut, stuck wanting someone to come and save me out of my situation because I was expecting the solution had to come from the outside. The solution doesn't come from the outside, it comes from the inside. Okay, we just normally don't know how, but I'm sure that you've got a lot of tools here in the last 2 days of how to move forward. Okay, and if you want to move forward, I know that a lot of you, and I want to congratulate you, those who already started. Yay! Who started? Put a me in the comments if you're on this call and you started, because I saw a lot of you started. You took the plunge, you took action, you started. And you know what? Now you're joining a community of people that believe more in you than you believe in yourself. And the moment you start seeing those cells come in, you're going to start feeling different before the cell come in anyway. You're going to start feeling different. You're going to start seeing different results. You're going to have a mindset shift and you're going to see the possibility in it. So congratulations to all the newbies on here. Very excited for you to join us. Before we carry on, I'm going to show you a little bit on how to now create this product on Canva, okay? And I want to use someone as an example. So if you can just put some examples in there for me, what would you want me to create? An ebook, a cookbook, a guide, what it is, okay? You want to create an ebook with your poems, okay? An ebook, a guide, yep, recipes, ebook, budget, groceries, food. Okay, what type of guide? Should we do like a meal planner or something? Okay, like we did on yesterday. Okay, we can do something like that. You're going to see Canva is very, very easy to use. So before we go into it, okay, so our bonus of yesterday was that if you get inside DMS, you will get the bonus of a free 3-day workshop. Okay, again, a 3-day workshop, but this workshop is going to be charged for because on this workshop, there's a lot of preparation. I'm really sharing some strategies of how you can start creating income streams for yourself online without constantly posting on social media. I'm going to show you in that workshop even how to start making money without a product yet. Okay, does that sound amazing? Okay, I don't know why I'm hammering on that one because unfortunately that bonus is not happening. Okay, so the ones who got in just before this call start, you are going to have that. But I do have another bonus for you guys. I'm going to share it at the end. If you do feel like, you know what, this is my time to start or whatever, I'm going to share that with you at the end. Okay, sound good? Sound good? So I didn't have a chance to ask Cecilia yesterday to share. I just want her to share as well. I want you guys, you know why I'm asking them to share? Because these people that are sharing are normal moms, normal, regular people like you and I, who was exactly where you are right now, not believing in themselves, just surviving, just making ends meet. And it's not that you have to have you have to have a soppy story about making ends meet, blah, blah, blah. I mean, you can create anything, right? But just want to show you what is possible. And the reason I want them to share is to build your belief. I already know what's possible. I want to build your belief in you. That if a regular, normal person can go from struggling to changing a life completely, why can't you? So it's not that you can't. Sometimes we just don't believe that we can. Okay, Cecilia, are you on here? Just unmute, my friend.
Got a golden spot, call you out. Here I am.
Hey.
Good evening, everybody. So I'm Cecilia Jacobs. I'm the most ordinary, normal mama that you can find out there. And I started digital marketing when I was 42 years old. Being the shy mom behind the camera, I used to take photos of everybody. I was never in those photos. But in 2023, I decided that I needed to change my life radically. Now, if I'm going to reverse this, I'm going to go back to when my little girl was a week old. And I decided I'll never in my life work for a boss, because if I continued working for a boss, I would miss out on every single milestone in her life. And I wasn't willing to do that. So I decided to become my own boss. And my very first thing that I decided to be my own boss at was actually daycare. And I had a daycare center for 10 years. So I spent like 250,000 Rand just to study for daycare. I had to study 3 years before I could start using my skills in order to make an income. And then I still had to study another 2 years while working full time. 5 days a week, 12-hour shifts. Saturdays and Sundays, I used to do admin. Ending up missing time with my little girl again, because by the time that she was 10, I realized I'm not the mom next to the sports field. I'm not the mama helping out at the tuck shop. I'm not the mom teachers call on when there's concerts or anything like that. And those were all the things I wanted to be part of. Now, the reason why I never wanted to miss any of this is actually I'm an angel baby mama of 2 little boys, and I'm a cancer survivor. So if there's one thing that I am very protective of, it's time. So I decided to open up a salon. I don't know if there's any salon owners on here, and I don't know if you also started with this optic illusion of, you know what, I'm going to open the salon, I'm going to have control over my time and my bookings, and I'm going to go have control over my lots and lots of money. But unfortunately, right after COVID, when I started my salon, I also went through a divorce. So I ended up being the single mom, taking care of my little girl on my own. I ended up in a small town with that salon, trying to build a customer base and working 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. It got so bad that if my child needed a pair of netball tackies, I needed to book clients on a Sunday just to afford that. I was the mum putting groceries back on the grocery shelf. I was the mum looking at herself in the mirror and saying, where did I fail? How did I end up here? Why am I here? But none of that got me to start a digital business, an online business. I used to think this was difficult. I used to think this was sticky. I used to think this was an influencer thing. It wasn't for me. Until the day that I snapped at my little girl. She was grade 8, initiation year, and I had a bridal party at my salon. This wasn't the first time I told my child to hurry because I needed to get back to work. But that specific day, she was 5 minutes late after I told her she needed to hurry. And with that, when she opened the door, I snapped. But when I looked at her, she was already crying. She came to the car crying. And me being the overworked, under pressure mom that had to get back to work, snapped at my child. That was the day when I realized things needed to change, because I'm not at all the mom that I wanted to be. I'm creating memories, but the worst of the kind. I didn't even have time to fix things with her because I worked until 9 p.m. that evening. My teenager fell asleep on the couch waiting for me. And I didn't have time to sit down and talk to her because I was working. Not for luxuries, but just to survive. Just to still be the mum that put things back on the grocery shelf. That was the day when I decided this is done. So in 2023, I came across a mum. I started with digital marketing. I loved it. I made a lot of money. But this year, I came across DMS. And I'm going to tell you guys, this was my ultimate game changer. This was where I could bring my customers into a whole new world. I could make content easier for them. I could pre-create content for them if they needed to go faceless. I could give them so much more, but I could give them support. I could give them community. What is it, this week where I realized I made over $10,000. I'm like, actually today it's over $11,000 in affiliate commissions. I never in my life thought that I would end up here, living the life that I'm living, making the money that I'm making. Like I said, I was the shy mama, and I'm going to tell you now, I've actually started up a community because of DMS, because in this community, they actually not only teach you how to grow a business, but they teach you how to grow yourself, how to become more, how to step up. So like Zanelle said, you are not here, you don't need to buy anything here. With the skills that you're learning here tonight, you can change your whole life. But I want to be like the mum that's going to tell you what's inside this program. She honestly took what's outside there and she made it's not going to get any easier. At all. It can't get easier than what we've got here. Thank you, Sally.
Absolutely, absolutely. It is just, oh man, we're such a nice family. I love it. All right, are you guys excited? Can we get into the Canva? Okay. Now, I love Canva because there are so many things that you can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start sharing my screen. Okay, and we're going to dive into Canva. Okay, so all you need to do is you go to Canva and you just open an account. It's the same way you would open an account on on Google or whatever. You enter your email. With Google, it's so easy now. You just enter it and it opens up. So you get a paid account with Canva and you get a free account with Canva. There's a lot that you can do on the free one. You don't necessarily have to do the paid version, okay? It's just if you are planning to do a lot of designs and a lot of digital products yourself, the paid version is so amazing because it just makes life easier. You see, guys, if you really want to make a lot of money, a $7 product's not going to get you far. You get that, right? Even a $27 or $47 product, can I just get a yes if you agree? It's not going to get you that far. It's not going to transform your life. It can give you a little income, but it's not going to transform your life, okay? So even with Canva, a free account can only take you so far. So there's just a little lesson in there, okay? So what you want to do is you want to go, I showed you now, click on create, right? You want to go click on create. You can also go and search over here, but I would just go click on create. And you can even just go and say ebook. Okay, we can do an ebook on here. You can choose which one. Sometimes I go to presentations or docs, depending on what you want to create. I just want to move my screen here so I can see better. But what I also like is there, it says templates, right? So when you click on templates, you'll see that there's a lot of templates that Canva already gives you, okay? And there's a different type of templates. So there's poster, presentation, Instagram post, email, blah, blah, blah. So if you're looking for something particular, I would say ebook. Okay, so there are all the gorgeous ebooks. So you can see Canva really gives you such a huge amount of templates that you can use. Okay, so I saw a lot of cooking stuff in the group. So let me find one that says cooking. There's organic eating. Let's take this one. Okay, so when I click on this one, okay, when you click on it, you can click on customize this template. My best advice is if you watch the recording, just pause, implement, play, then pause again, implement. You just do that all the time, just for the first few times, and then later on it's going to become very easy. So you can actually change a lot. Okay, so what I would suggest you do is get the info first. Get all the info first. Now, our secret sales weapon, right, has an amazing feature. Okay. So this secret sales weapon, she writes everything for you. Okay. So unfortunately, this is not something in the DMS. This is what you get. Okay. But she's built in ChatGPT, but she's wired for marketing. So you can ask her anything. You can even ask her, okay, create an ebook for me. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell her create an introduction for me for my, what can we call it? Christmas recipes. Recipe ebook. Okay, it's going to type out now. I think the internet's just a little bit slow. So what I suggest you do is you can even do this in ChatGPT. Go to ChatGPT, open it up, and then what you do is you go and type in everything about your product. Okay, like when I say everything about your product is who you are, why you decided to create it, who's your perfect customer. You did the work already. This is why we do day 3, the Canva, because you already did the work. If you set out the steps on if you know who you're serving, you know what type of product you want to create, you set out the steps on how to take them from, 5 steps to clear skin or whatever. When you do that, then you've got all of that. You take that information and you plug it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT can help you with that as well. Okay, so create an ebook, create an introduction on for my Christmas recipe ebook. I'm just going to say that. But what you need to do is go plug in your information. It's going to be much more detailed. So I'm just doing a little bit of an example. Okay. So now she types it out. Here's a cozy, fun, and heartfelt introduction by recipe ebook. Welcome, welcome to my cozy Christmas kitchen. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that food brings people together. And during the holidays, that magic triples. Whether you're baking with your babies and your jammies or yummies, whipping up something well worthy for a family feast, or just want to impress the in-laws, we've all been there. This little book of festive goodness has your back. These recipes were created with love, a sprinkle of cinnamon, and a whole lot of Christmas spirit. Isn't it so cute? I hope they bring warmth to your home, full bellies to your table, and big smiles to the people you love most. Pour yourself a hot cocoa, extra marshmallows, obviously. Turn up the Christmas tunes, and let's make the kitchen the heart of the holidays again. Let's bake, bless, and be merry, because calories don't count on Christmas. Isn't that cute? You know, she is just so cute. That's our secret sales weapon, okay? So, okay, I'm just going to stop screen sharing because someone's doodling on here and I don't know how to take it off. All right, there we go. So, what we can do now is I'm going to put that introduction. I think I'm going to put it in here. So, the template's obviously a template. It's something, it's like a canvas. It gives you something to work from. So, what I'm going to do is I want to add a page in here for the introduction, because obviously this is now showing the content. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on add page. If you want to duplicate the page, you can do that. Okay, so I'm going to click there and just click add page. Okay, I'm just going to copy this in here. I can even go and click on design. Maybe I just want a different design for that introduction. I actually love this one. Okay, let me add the template as a new page. There we go. So I'm going to work off this one. So I'm going to delete that one. I'm going to do this one. And I'm going to say, welcome. So you just double click on where you want to change something, right? And you click on it, you move it around. If anyone's asking questions that you want me to show you, my team, if you can just let me know, because I won't be able to read comments now. So I'm just going to say welcome. And then I'm going to use this double click and say to my Christmas table, something like that. Okay, you can even do something like that. And then what I would like to do is I want to put the text in here. But first, you can see that if I put the text there, you're hardly going to see it. So if you go to that little button, it says transparency, and you click on that, you can go make it even lighter. Okay. You can even have like a Christmas. If you want to rather put another image on here, you can do that. You can click on photos. Okay. And this is the nice thing about the paid version, by the way. The paid version is so much nicer because it gives you so many free photos that you can use. So I'm going to say Christmas dish. Okay, look at that. Let's see. No, it doesn't really give you anything that looks pretty, hey? Or maybe this one. Maybe this one. So I'm just going to drag it in. I'm going to put it in the corner there, and then it just falls into place. Okay. And then I'm going to copy that writing that I copied earlier. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on here and click on Control V. That just pastes it for me right in there. Okay. So now what I want to do, at the bottom here, there's a lever that you can either go, you can zoom in and out. If you want to zoom out and you want to see your entire book. So obviously you guys can see it takes time, okay? But here's the thing, once it's done, it's done. Then you don't have to create it again. So something that you can create now can pay you now on autopilot, okay? I had someone create an ebook. She took a while to create it, and she had her first sale, I think, within 48 hours. And this was now in this week, her first sale, okay? Now imagine getting multiple sales for something you created once. Okay, so welcome to my cozy Christmas kitchen. It's still a little bit unclear, as you can see, right? So what I can do then is I can go, I'm just showing you what can be done. On the left-hand side, I can go click on elements. And when you click on elements, I'm going to click on square. And I'm just going to go grab a square. You just click on it and it will show up there. I'm going to cover the entire section of the text. There we go. Then I'm going to go change the color. I'm going to do, let's do green. That is not a nice green. No, let me do, I'm going to go make it transparent a little bit again. So it just stands out better. And then, obviously, the text is behind it. You can just go click position. When you click on position, you can just click on backward, until you see the text comes out. Okay, and now what I can do is I can even change the font here. If I want to change it to something else. And just drag where I want it. And you can even drag it smaller and then make the, I just double clicked on that because I want to make it white. So it stands out better. There we go. This looks much better, right? So if I zoom in a little bit, I can now go and put in spaces. I can read it again. You know, you can change, you can put your name here. Maybe you can take out the Father Christmas in here. It all depends on what your personality is like. Now, I like a little bit of humor, but if you don't and you want to be all serious, then be serious and do you, boo, do you, okay? So you can, if I want to take something out, I'm going to click there and I'm just going to click on my laptop backspace. You can actually do this all on your phone. I've done so many designs on my phone. It really is easy because Canva's got an app that you can download. So don't overcomplicate it. Okay, so because I like this green now for Christmas, I want to change this color too. I'm going to change it to that same green. Okay, I'm going to go, no, the transparency is not coming up. Okay, no, that's not going to work for me. So I'm going to click on the color again, click on white, or just go, if I want to just undo what I did, there's a little arrow there that shows back. So I'm just going to click on undo. I wonder why I can't do that. There's the transparency. So let me maybe change that. Oh, the entire background is that. Okay, so that is not going to work for me. So what I would do in this case is I would just take out that because I don't like it. And I will go find myself a nicer cover. Okay, Christmas cookbook cover. Just, it's like Google, just do what you want and just search for what you want and something will come up. Let's see. Ooh, this looks nice. I think this one's nice. Hang on. Okay, this is not going to be organic. This is going to be fattening, most probably. Oh, there's no calories on Christmas, so we don't have to worry about that. Okay, can you see this one's landscape? So that's not going to work really. Let's draw another one in. Let's see. By the way, as I'm designing this beautiful ebook for you, this is the best time to start selling your product, eh? Because people are looking for gifts. And it's all about how you present it. People will create a digital product and then they will advertise it once or talk about it once on Facebook and think they will get a sale like that. You have to actually take some time to pre-promote it and create the desire, and then you can do it. And then, because when you create a desire, we call it a launch plan. Once you create the desire, by the moment you like you can start on a Monday and say, I've got something nice coming this week. If you're a mom and you'd like to save some time on food, I've got an amazing Christmas gift for you, something like that. And then you just keep on posting. And then by Friday, you say it's going to launch Friday. And by Friday, you put it up, you let them know, you put your link to your shop over there. And when the link is ready, they are ready to buy because they already have been waiting for it. You've built the suspense, if it makes sense. Okay, so you always want to use the same type of font. Have your brand font, okay? If these two are my brand fonts, that's the fonts that I would use. Now, I don't have all the time in the world to show you today every single thing about Canva. This is why I'm going to share a little gift with you, because there's a lot of things that you can do your own brand board in Canva. So if you forget about your font or your colors, you can just go copy it from your brand board and just draw it in. And you'll see here where it says your brand. You can actually go put it there, and all your brand colors and fonts will be under there. So you can always just go back to that. Okay, so this font, when I click on it, I see it's the Hammersmith one. So I want to use the same font here. So I'm just going to click on that. And I'm going to, there we go, there it is. And I'm just going to change it. And if I want to make it bigger, I can make it bigger. Okay. I can say Christmas. I want it to stand out a little more, so I'm going to go back to the elements. I'm going to click on that square. No, it's not the square that I want. Let me take this shape. I can move it like so. Don't want that over there. So we can say Christmas recipes. You can call it now something nice. Okay, I'm just showing you. Let's do that. Okay, and then you can put your name here. Maud, I just remember your name now, so I'm going to say by Maud. Okay, Christmas recipes. I would even put, like if I go to elements, let me see if I can find a Christmas bulb. Because you want to launch it now for Christmas, hopefully, right? No, I don't want that. Or a Christmas, what do you call that? Bulb. You want to launch it for Christmas, you want to make it all exciting. There we go. So I'm going to click on that. Now, do you notice there are crowns on there? Now, those crowns mean that this is only for a paid Canva account. This is why if you go down and you'll see all the crowns, you're very limited on the free plan, although you can do it. It's just there's limitations. So I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to put this bell in here. Okay. Let's see. Does this look okay? You see, depending on how perfectionistic you are, you're going to want to do every single thing right. Like I want it to seem like this is hanging in here. See? Okay. Then I'm going to go to the elements again. I'm going to click out there. I'm going to look for shapes. There we go. Click on shape. I'm looking for a round shape. There we go. There's my round shape. I'm going to go drag that in a little bit there. Make it a little bit smaller because I want to write something in here. Okay. So I'm going to write something in here like the ideal Christmas gift for the busy mom. I'm just making something up. You can even say a special price or a special edition, you just drag it how you want it, and then you just put it in there. Okay, we want to go with the Hammersmith. So I'm going to click on it, go to Hammersmith. Okay, and I like the red, so I'm going to do the red. There we go. You can even do this one also a little bit transparent. See, so it looks more, I don't know, zoosh. I do not do designs for people. So if you are thinking to get me to do the designs for you, think again. It's just a little joke. Okay, Christmas. Now, maybe, you can be creative, recipe edition, whatever you think. Just showing you what can be done. So there's a cover, Christmas recipe edition, and then even with this one, okay, now I'll make this one more red. I'll go for the red here as well. This is where you capture them, obviously. You capture them on the introduction page as well. But remember, this is now something that they already bought from you, okay? But in the welcome, it's just a little tip. It's a very good idea to really introduce yourself a little bit. Or you can do like a welcome like this and introduce yourself in the second one, because at the end of the day, you're building a brand. People love a story. They want to know, why did you write it? Because that they are going to remember. They're not going to remember a recipe book. Have you ever thought like, oh my goodness, I've got a nice recipe, or I can't remember where I got it, or I can't remember who taught me that, right? They're not going to remember. But people remember how you make them feel. So if you can make them feel good with these two sections, then that's going to be awesome. Okay, so you can see I'm sticking with the brand colors, Christmas recipe edition, the welcome, okay? And then I would actually use this. Look at that. It actually gives you some ideas. I would actually go for this and I would break it up. I would say like entrees or starters, depending on how fancy you want to make it. I would say main meals. I would say desserts, okay? And here you can say, maybe, just maybe, with your Christmas recipe book, you give them cards that they can print, name cards for the table, okay? So that's a nice bonus that you can add, printable cards, name, place, cards, okay? Whatever. You can say, you can do what you want there. I'll just want to go with the keeping to the same colors here. Okay, this is now, again, not giving me that option. Let me see quickly. I might leave this rather because it is a little bit white. Okay. So, and then always put your handles there. That's also just a little tip. And then you can just keep on carrying on. You can keep on adding it. If you want to duplicate a page, you can just go click there and you can duplicate the page. Okay, so I'm not going to go through the entire thing and create it. But what you can do, go back to ChatGPT, go enter your recipes, go copy and just paste it in here. The best is to use something that you can just copy. So in other words, if you do this one page and you create let's say the starters or the entrees, right? And or let's say, I don't know, what can be a starter? I don't know, whatever it is, okay? This could be your first recipe. You can put your name there and you can put it in. If you like this look and feel, you could just keep on duplicating this page. Duplicate it. I would change it up, like I would play around too. I would just duplicate it. And at the end, you always give them a call to action. That's another tip, okay? Because where can they find you? What else can you offer? If you have something else that you can offer, make sure that you mention it. So now you've got the recipe book, okay? But maybe at the end, you can upsell them to a meal planner for January when New Year's happens, okay? You can, and you know what? Here's a big tip I'm going to give you. You can already sell the New Year's planner without having it ready yet. Does that make sense? So you can already sell it with the order page you have. You can already sell it. And then according to the numbers that are coming in, they get an immediate email to say, great, so happy you ordered the New Year's recipe book. It's being sent out on the 1st of January 2026. And then all you need to do is start creating it if you get orders in, and then send it out in January. You see? So it's very simple. Doesn't have to be complicated. Okay, so once I've done this, all I need to do is click on share. And then I want to save it as a PDF. Okay, I'm going to show you two ways. So I'm going to click on download. And then when you click on the file type, you want to click it on PDF standard because that's better for emailing. Okay, no one's going to really go print it. So you can go click on the PDF. And then once you click on it, if you want to save all the pages and you've got your entire book set out, you click on download. Once you download it, you'll see it starts downloading. And then you can just save it and upload it to the store where you want to sell it. Okay. If you want to send it in an email and you don't want them to download it immediately, right? Okay, let me go to first say one thing. If you just want them to view it, like send it, then what you can do is you can click on public view link. You click on that public view link and you click on create public view link. Okay. When you click on that link, you're going to click on copy. So when they get that, it's going to look like this. They're going to click on that link and it's going to show up like this. Okay. And they can click to go through the book. So they won't be able to download it as a PDF, but they can view it. That's sometimes so much better because it doesn't take a lot of space in the emails, but also a lot of people do prefer the PDF, so you can attach it as a PDF as well. Okay, does that make sense? The next thing I'm going to show you is what platform you can use to actually sell it. Okay, did that help? Does anyone have questions? Because that's something you really need to play around with, eh? You're not going to have all the answers in this one session. You will at least be able to create an ebook, but you have to play around a bit with the colors and the stuff that you want. Okay. So one thing I do want to show you is I want to show you on a platform that you can sell it on. Okay. So there are different type of platforms you get. You get, for instance, a Stan Store. Let me just share my screen here. Okay. So you get a Stan Store. They give you like a 2-week free trial and then it costs you $97 a month. Okay. So there's a lot of places. You get Beacon Store, you get System.io. System.io is what I'm going to show you now. It's a free platform, but again, just like Canva and any other program out there, it's only free for a short period because it does limit you, but it's a fantastic place to get started on. Okay. So you can get started on that. So what I'm going to show you is I'm going to share my screen. And System.io has a fantastic feature now where they show you, they've developed like a digi store, which is like a store that you can have on here. Okay. So I just created one. I don't really use these, but just to show you. So System.io, you can just literally go and click and search System.io. Okay. You're going to show up, you're going to open a free account, and then you're going to go to sites. And you're going to click on digital stores. Again, when you watch the recording and you play and pause, you can go do those steps by yourself. Okay, this is not something that I can show you. There's not enough time to show you the entire process. So when I click on my name over there, this is what it looks like. Okay, so there's one I actually did during the 5-day challenge where I showed 5-step family dinners that you can load. So that when people come to your link, it's going to show up like a link in bio. Are you guys familiar with the link in bio? When you go click on someone's link in their Instagram bio, or you click it like Linktree. Yep. Okay, you're not interested. Not interested. You're not familiar with it. Okay, so let me show you that quickly. So when you go to Instagram, right? I love Instagram, guys. If you are thinking of ebooks, personally, I love Instagram because Instagram is very visual. You can even do it on Pinterest. Okay. This is amazing. So if you see my profile here, this is a fairly new account. So when I go here, you see this link over there. That's where you put the link. Okay. So I don't have a link I don't have like a store on this. What I have is if you click on it, you go to my digital magnetic system page. Okay. And I give you a free guide. That's most probably how you got here. Okay. So that's not, that's one of the ways that you can do it. But obviously you don't have that set up now. So if you just want to start selling something, this is the best, easiest method how you can start doing this. So all you do is you have that PDF of your product now, okay? You're going to upload your photo here. You can just click on edit, header. Do you guys hear my Yorkie moaning in the background, or is it just me? You can hear her. Oh, let me just open the door. She's like part of my brand, eh? Everyone knows Zoe already. Okay, so there we go. So you can just go load your photo. You're going to go put your store display name there, whatever name it is. Here is your bio. This is very important, guys, because think about when you scroll on someone's social media and you go to click, what is this person all about? And you go click on that person's name. You want to know immediately what problem is that person solving? What are they there for? What's in it for you? So in this case, I said, save money and time on cooking while eating healthy, delicious meals in 15 minutes. It's very clear, right? It's very clear. So someone that's been looking for a solution, they're a busy mom, for instance, they've been looking for a way to have some healthy meals, but they feel, oh my goodness, it's going to take forever. She's scrolling and she's like, oh my word, saving me time and money. This is what I've been looking for. 15 minutes, that's not bad. I want something like this, okay? And because it's going to be a PDF book, man, she's not going to have any resistance. She's probably going to buy it on the spot, okay? So anyway, okay, I'm going to click on save. Right. So how I loaded this was, all I did was, I'm going to go back to Canva. Okay. So here's my Canva ebook. I'm going to save just this cover page. So I'm going to click on share and I'm going to click on download. I'm going to leave it on PNG. Okay. Because it's very, very good quality. But now I don't want to save all 5 pages. I just want to save the cover because I just want to show them what they are going to get. So I'm going to click on download. Now it's going to save like a photo for me. Okay. So I'm going to go back to my store. Okay. So now I'm going to click on add new product. So pretend the 5 steps to easy family dinners are not there. Okay. You just entered your profile. It's really, really simple, guys. So you're going to click on add new product. So what I want to do now is I want to sell a digital download. I just want to get this one sold. I want to make some cash by Christmas, okay? So I'm going to click on sell a digital download. Now there's the thumbnail, okay? So I'm going to click on the thumbnail and I'm going to go load this Christmas thing. Let me see if this one fits in here, okay? I'm going to go down. I'm going to click on upload. Once you've done this a couple of times, it becomes easy peasy lemonade squeezy, okay? So I'm going to click on, did I select it now? You select it. I'm going to click on select. Okay, so I'm just going to drag it up like so. I'm going to click on crop and select image. There we go. We've got a beautiful header there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say, what did we call it? Christmas recipes. You can call it something catchier. Okay, and then get instant access to Christmas recipes in, let's say, 15 minutes. You know, can you hear the difference 15 minutes make? Can you hear the difference? Like Christmas recipes is bland, it's vague. 15 minutes is like, man, I want this, right? Okay, after purchase and start transforming your, okay, and start enjoying your holiday without stressing about what you're going to cook. Okay, there we go. Let's say Christmas recipes in 15 minutes. There we go. I'm going to click on next. Okay, so there's my product name again. Christmas recipes in 15 minutes. Now here's where I'm going to upload it. Remember, I saved it as a PDF. So I'm going to go click on this one and I'm going to go search for that. I'm going to load it. There's my PDF, right? So I'm going to double click on that one. I'm going to load it up. Click on upload. right? Imagine that, guys. You're just going to do this once and then it can pay you time and time again. That is the beauty. Okay, click on select. Okay, so now it's uploaded. Okay, I'm going to click on edit confirmation email. This is where I'm going to use my secret sales weapon. You can use ChatGPT. Okay, so you can say you got my secret Christmas recipes in 15 minutes. Okay, thank you for your purchase. You now have instant access to. Now you don't have to actually edit this at all because the system is automatically going to put the name in. Click on the link below to get started. You can see that little thing, I don't know what you call it, you know, that little bracket. That's the substitutions. If you click on there, you'll see it, username, product name. The system automatically puts that in. So you don't have to put that in at all. I'm going to click on save. Yep.
Somebody's asking, what about the copyrights? How do you protect your ebook?
Well, you can only protect your ebook. You need to add a disclaimer. Sorry, not a disclaimer. You need to add some type of copyright claim on it. You can add that. That's the only way you really can protect it, right? I would just put my name everywhere and maybe in the introduction say this may not be copied. This may not be, you can put that in. And once you find out someone copies it, you can actually take them on. But you can only put that information in, especially if you're starting with an ebook. If you start with something bigger than that, you can always register the brand name, you know, but you're not going to do that with this. So just put your name everywhere. Okay, even on the cover, somewhere where they can't cut you off. That's always a good idea. You can even put some the watermark on there as well. Just make sure it doesn't look tacky. Okay. Okay, so we did the email. So we're going to click on next. Okay. So now we're going to drop the image again, get instant access. Okay. So what's going to happen here is you can put another image in here, but I'm not going to do that now. It's already going to put the name in for you. Okay, you will need to put the name in here. When that bracket doesn't look as curly as the other one that I showed you, you need to go put in your product's name in there, okay? So Christmas recipes in 15 minutes. I'm having so much fun, so I'm almost done. I said it wasn't going to take long, but we're having fun, aren't we? So get instant access to, I'll just turn this again into access to my Christmas recipe in 15 minutes ebook after purchase and start transforming. Okay, you can just go change this. Okay, and then you want to collect their info. Now, why do you think it would be important to collect their information? Number one, you need to send the email somewhere. They can actually download it immediately, but you want to grow an email list. This is huge in marketing. Remember yesterday I showed you the funnel, right? Huge in marketing, because if you want to work smarter at the end of the day, you want to keep on sending them emails. And because at the end of the day, you create this once, but later on you're going to create something else and they're going to want to buy from you again. So you want to add this all in. Okay. Price plans. Now here is where you have to, when you set up your system.io, when you go Google and set up your system.io, you need to connect a payment plan. So you can connect PayPal, which is best because it's easiest. If you are in a country like South Africa and you want to connect a local payment gateway like PayFast, you can do that. But other than that, PayPal is a very safe one because it works most of the time global. Or you can just let them pay you via EFT. Okay, but PayPal is going to be the best. So it's not going to let me go on now here because I haven't connected a price plan. But if you can click on that little button there. And you can go create a price for this product. So you can just click on create a new one. Okay, so when you create a new one, you're just going to complete the details here. I'm going to just say test. Okay, and you can call it test. Let's do it properly, shall we? Christmas recipes. Okay, so I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to paste it in there. I'm going to paste it in there. And then I want a one-time amount. I want to do US dollars. So I'm going to say, I'm going to charge $17 for this one. I'm gonna click on save. I'm gonna set payment methods. I'm going to say PayPal. Mine's now already connected. Okay, so I'm gonna click on save. Hey, I wonder if someone finds this now and they buy it. Hey, that would be hilarious. Anyway, okay, so let me see if I covered everything. Collect info. I'm going to say on mine now, not required. Because you can put it that it's not required. They don't have to put in their details. Okay, click. Thank you for your order. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so I'm going to say this is draft. I'm not going to publish this now. Okay, but if you do, oh, let me just publish it. Okay, I'll publish it. Okay, now there's errors. Let me say digital download. There we go. There's the download. Why would it not publish? Oh. Am I not seeing this? I'm missing something here. What am I missing? The field with slug surname is mandatory. Like where?
You need to add the last name.
Where?
Let me just move these boxes.
No, Rushka's my techie, guys. She's actually the right person to do this.
Yeah. So there where it says name and email and all of those things, you have to add a field and then you're going to say last name.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. Okay, there we go. Last name. There we go. Okay, next. Because now it should publish. Still not. I'm not sure what's wrong because I did say it's not necessary. Maybe I must make it required. Let me just see. I did that. There we go. Okay, so it has to be. It's compulsory, it seems. Okay, there we go. There's my Christmas recipes in 15 minutes. Okay, so what's going to happen now is when I go to my digital stores, okay, and I click on this little copy button here, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to open it up in my browser. And that's what it's going to look like. See? So when they go to your link, this is the link that you would send them. And your details will be at the top. I would share my Facebook and Instagram button as well. And they click on buy. And once they click on buy, it's going to show up like this. Can you see? You can put another thing over there. They can fill in their details. They are going to click on buy now and they're going to purchase it. That is easy peasy lemonade squeezy, wasn't it? Okay, so it wasn't that hard, right? So all you need to do is play, pause, and go through it because really it is very simple. It is simple. I know for people on here that feel like this is all too complicated, it only looks complicated the first few times, but then it's actually fantastic. Okay, so system.io is a free system that you can use and that gives you limited features. Okay, any questions? Any questions? Did that help? Did it help you guys? Right? Okay, cool. Okay, and that was our session of Canva, guys. So I told you guys that I'm going to give you a little gift, okay? If you take action again today, because I do reward fast action takers. So if you want to skip the fluff of this, if you want to skip creating your own digital product, because it's going to take some time, how to sell it, you're not going to know how to do this all, and you know, you need just to get there faster, and you want to make some extra cash like I mentioned yesterday, and you want to start with a DMS. We've got the starter option and we've got the pro option. If you want to get started on that, I'm going to gift you with a Canva course. Okay, I'm going to gift you with that. Plus, I'm going to give you a 7-day launch plan. Now, you know how potent the 7-day launch plan is. Remember I said to you, some people, they would pop up something and they wonder why it's not making sales. It's not because it's not a good product. It's because you didn't create the desire in your audience. Okay, you have to create that desire, and there's a 7-day step-by-step plan on how you can do it exactly. Day 1, do this. Day 2, do this. Day 7, go live, and you start getting sales because you prepared your audience in advance. Okay, so that's going to be up for the next 24 hours. That's how I reward fast action takers. Okay. Not only are you going to get the 7-day action plan and you're going to get the Canva course. Okay. It's a full on PDF with step-by-step instructions. Okay. You are going to get access to the DMS. Obviously, if you start with DMS, you're going to have access to all the tools and the training and the AI bot, which is so amazing. That AI bot can create anything for you in minutes without sounding like anyone else. What I did not mention with the AI bot is we have trained her so that each person sounds like them and not someone else. So, because why would someone buy from you if they can go to ChatGPT and say, hey, give me a Christmas recipe for this, right? Firstly, people don't want to go through that time and effort. Remember what I said on day one. If you can save people time and money, you can make money. People don't have the time, they don't have the energy, they don't want to waste it. They want to get to results a lot quicker. If you can put something together for them and you can use an AI bot that sounds like you, because you get it's like a short training that I help you with how to make it sound like you, because you put in your details, because we really truly believe in being authentic online, not being someone you're not. Okay. So that all is inside there. Plus you get a content vault. You will get a 30-day plan on how to promote with the content already done for you. Okay. That is insane, guys. Just the content, I showed you the prices, right? Just the content would have costed you, just 1 month's content would have costed you $297 just to have it designed, not including the hooks and the captions. The hooks and the captions are me, because I know it works. I've seen it when we as a community do that, right? Anyone can create captions and stuff for you that sounds amazing, but doesn't make sales. So the designs, all of that you get. Okay, so it's awesome, right? Ready to take action? Today's going to be the last day, guys, because what we are doing is next week, we are really moving into a huge momentum, because not only do we have that other workshop coming up, right? We've got webinars that we run. So if you want to get started and you really want to fast track and make some extra cash, you can still create your own products, but you will have access to a webinar that we do, that you don't have to do, that you just need to invite people to, okay? Because I know it's scary when you have something new that you are selling and you're like, I don't know how to sell it, Lizelle. I don't know who to talk to. I mean, you heard Latasha, right? She started and she had, I don't know how many sales in a couple of weeks, but it's because we do things like this so that you don't have to feel so overwhelmed to do the selling yourself, if I can call it that way. Okay. Because I know you can't explain everything on day one. It's just to help you just to get ahead. All right. You guys all good? All right. Awesome. So that concludes the session. Thank you so much, guys. I had so much fun with you. Did you guys have fun? I had so much fun with you these past 3 days. I feel like I know you already. I love getting to know people. So thank you so much for not just showing up for me, but showing for yourself. Okay, showing up for yourself, that's a major thing already. So those who registered for the VIP, you already got your Zoom link. We're going to meet straight after this. If you want to go grab that VIP seat, you can still do that. I'm going to give about 10 minutes if you want to. All that we're going to do in that is I just want to help you get some clarity on the way forward. Okay, clarity. You can ask me anything. If you want me to map out with you how to structure your digital product, if you want to say to me, Lizelle, I need to make like $1,000 or $5,000 before this date, how can I do it? That's what I'm going to help you do. I'm going to just help you get clear so that you know exactly what next steps to take. Okay, all sound good. All right, everybody.
Before you go, there's questions they ask, must they buy through you to get the promotion, or how does it work? So I just want to explain that.
No, you buy through the person who sent you the link to this workshop. Okay, so you got to know about this workshop somehow. Now, yes, very important. I believe in very ethical marketing and
Dis Lizelle, nee, is nie ons nie.
Yes. Ek wil net sê
Thank you for blinking, Zanelle.
I think it's both of them. Just hang in there, guys.
So I think what Zali wanted to say is we honestly believe in ethical marketing. So the person that invited you and got you to this workshop is also the person to whose email you're going to go back. You can click on their link and get started. So every single bonus that she offered with this tonight, you will be able to get by going back to the person, to the email that invited you here and getting started with them. So I don't know if you want to give a few seconds for Zali to see if she's going to come back.
Yeah, I am. I'll go back. You seems like it was my network, eh? It was like so hot today, and I see now the weather is acting up. So I had no idea what was happening now. I was like, is there a scammer?
You and Zanelle froze together.
I started backing you up, and then I froze also, and I was thrown up, and Celia came in.
Okay, so yes, so what is the cost? If you want to know the cost about the program or anything, the best first point of contact is go email that person now that sent you the link to this workshop. Okay, the one that invited you here. Where did you hear about this 3-day workshop? The very first time, who sent you the information? Okay, that is the person that you need to go email back and ask them. Okay, so we do track, DMS is an affiliate program, so we do track everything. If you are not sure who sent you here, just reply to the email you got. If it's Facebook, it could be anyone. I know I was also a lot on Facebook. I was you. Okay, so all you can do is just reply to the email you received. If you are not sure, reply and say you are not sure. We are able to track how you came in. Okay, does that make sense? There are payment plans. So get back to the person that invited you, ask for the payment, ask for the link. When you click on the button to purchase, this is what it's going to look like, guys. Let me show you quickly. So when you go to the purchase page, okay, when you go back to the person that invited you and you scroll down to the bottom, there's the starter option. It's the $497 option or the $1197 option. When you go click on I'm ready to go all in or ready to launch, and you go scroll down, you will see the payment plans over here. Okay. You will not be able to check out if you don't put the person's name there who you purchased from. Okay.
And then
So
also, Lizelle, they want the link for the VIP. A lot of people didn't get the VIP link. Where can they get it? How can they join? A lot of people wants to join the VIP. So if you can just address that.
Okay, so let me get that quickly. Zanelle, see if you can answer a question or so. Let me just find that quickly. It wasn't that very first email you guys received, but I will find it quickly. You can answer a question or so long while I'm looking here.
Okay, so we've got a question. Must we buy it tonight to have the extra, or can we buy it tomorrow morning?
To have the what extra?
I guess the extra bonuses that you offered, Sally.
Oh, no, it's for the next 24 hours. So it will be for the next 24 hours. So there's still time tomorrow morning.
Okay. And the cost for the VIP, you guys, is $67, Lizelle?
Yeah. There's the link, $67. This is just because with the very first 5-day challenge as well, I had so many emails, guys, asking me for, Lizelle, would I want to sit with you? Because I just want you to help me. I know what product I want to create. I want to do this. I want to do that. And I will not be able to sit with each single person. And this is why I decided to have a group discussion. Okay, so we'll go into a group. It's going to be, when you purchase the VIP now, I'll give 10 minutes and I'll go have a look and then make sure you get the link to join us for the VIP. The VIP, how that works is it's just, you've got my attention. Instead of me just doing the talking, you're going to tell me what your issue is or what you want to know or how you want to plan your digital product, or maybe you want some more information on how DMS works or whatever. I'm there at your disposal. All right. Okay. All good. You got the link there, right? Anything else? How do I copy the link? So you can highlight the link, copy it, and you go paste it in your browser or just click on it now. And then you're going to leave the Zoom. Okay. Any more questions before we go?
No,
I think, Sally, if you don't mind, just maybe mention again that the replays of day 1 and 2 was sent out. immediately after the call, and then again an hour before the next session started, like today, right? So if you do not see it in your inbox, you can just go back and just check in your spam and promo folder.
Yes.
I have 2 of my customers that found it there because Lizelle uses a professional email account, and sometimes like a free Gmail email first pops it into promotions, and you have to go and say, yes, I do want to receive emails from her. So you can just go and check. Both days are there already.
Yes, and you don't have to get VIP, guys. Someone's asking, no, you don't. If you don't need it, if you don't want to chat to me about something, you don't need it. Okay, I just offered it because I know a lot of people have asked me for it, and with the last time as well. So I'm happy for you to jump on. Okay, and remember now the 2 bonuses that you are getting.
And
Hey?
how does the payment plans work?
So the payment plans I just showed you. When you go to the sales page, you're going to click on "You ready to purchase," and then the payment plans are going to show up. It's a 3-month payment. Okay, there's interest charged because it's a payment plan, we have to charge interest. So on the pro level, it's $450 a month for 3 months. On the starter one, it's $220 for 3 months. Okay, and it's charged on the day you purchase. So if it's today, the 14th, it will go off every 14th for the next 2 days or next 2 months. Can we buy the program after the VIP session? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. If you buy in the next 24 hours, DMS guys, you will get the Canva training. You will get the 7-day launch plan that no one else gets. You will get that. Okay, plus you will get the AI bot, and you will get the content, and you'll get the full program that you purchase. You are getting so much more than you are paying for. I promise you that. Okay, so you have 24 hours to do that, to be able to get the bonuses. Does it make sense? Okay, VI payable for those who bought DMS before today's session. For those who bought VIP for everyone. Okay, if you are already in DMS and you also want the session with me, the VIP is available for you too. Okay, at a price. It is what it is. I made a lot of preparation for this 3-day workshop. Okay, my time is valuable. I'm a busy mom with 3. My kids haven't seen me for 3 nights in a row. Okay, so yes, I'm definitely charging my time. $67. I normally charge $900 for a one-on-one, guys. So be grateful. $67 is not a lot for the information that you are getting. But here's what I will do. How's this? Here's what I will do. I will take that $67 off if you buy the DMS, even if you don't buy from me. If you, let's say, came from Zanelle, and Zanelle introduced you to this, and you're like, I want to have that VIP session, I'm ready to start, I will take that $67 off and I will refund you. Okay? We do teamwork here. The teamwork makes the dream work. Okay. All right, everybody, you must have an amazing, amazing weekend. We are so looking forward to welcome you inside our beautiful community. And if this is not the time for you, please don't go do nothing about what you learned here. Please go make a beautiful ebook. Go make something. You're going to feel so good when you have sold that first thing. I promise you, you're going to feel you're on top of the world if you can sell one. And you know what? You can sell it as a gift. I'll go sell it and say this is Christmas gifts, and just go sell one, and you're gonna be hooked. It's gonna be such an amazing feeling. All right, everybody. I will give 10 minutes for the VIP room to open. All right.